They immateriality or transcendence. Photons are pure energies with no rest mass, meaning they are not composed of matter. A common attribute of God is that God is immaterial, existing outside and transcending the physical form and physical reality. The prime mover or sustainer. Photons mediate the electromagnetic force, which is responsible for all of chemistry, all of atomic binding, all of light, electromagnetic radiation. It is fundamental agent of nearly all of the observable interactions or things we interact with the physical world. This microphone, everything's all done with electromagnetism. God is often viewed as the sustainer and the active force created that maintains everything created within the universe. Okay. Let's continue. The attributes: immutability and consistency. Photons are a distinct energy that is fixed by its frequency. This reflects an absolute unchanging law. The divine beings are often characterized as immutable, unchanging, never changing, everlasting. And this is perfect consistency in the laws of their nature, of how gods are portrayed. And then being eternal, unceasing activity. Photons are essentially immune to decay. They do not decay. It's okay. I got it. They are immune to decay and the passage from existence to non-existence, making them the immortal particle. God is often viewed as an immortal being outside of time. Omniscient, all-knowing. Photons carry the signature and history of every event of creation, from the creation of a star to the folding of the proteins in our body. These elements all emit or reflect photons. They are the means by which the information about these events can be transmitted, meaning by capturing these photons using various instruments like telescopes, cameras, and specialized sensors. Scientists are able to analyze the properties, the wavelengths, the energy, polarization or direction of these things, and infer information about these events. This mirrors the idea of God having total access to all information, being all-knowing. These attributes are tangible evidence that give credence to the idea of a creator or God. With anything new, it also has brought forth its fair share of skepticism, much like in the past, introducing scientific explanations of what is deemed to be defined by people have yielded pushback from the believers of the deities that were effectively made myth by science. And here are some examples of deities of the past that have been made myth by our understanding of science. Thor and Zeus and lightning, Poseidon with the oceans and the storms, Borealis with the wind, the blowing of the wind, and Vulcan with being the volcanoes. Scientific fields such as meteorology and plate tectonics have completely explained these events for us and made these gods into myths. And I'm sure that during this time, the scientists were called heretics and hung and burned at the stake and all of that for saying that these gods are just natural events. These examples, or just what I just said right now, these examples making it a completely understandable as to why people would push back against the God is light, light is electromagnetic force from religious communities. Yet me as a deist, it only confirms my belief that there is a creator that does not intervene directly with creation exactly. This is where both theists and atheists alike will take issue with my stance as a deist. The atheist would say, just because the scientific consensus says so and so, that doesn't change the fact that it doesn't make it a god, the god of the gaps fallacy, basically. And same with the theist. The theist will basically say, Well, what you're talking about is God, because the God is the creator of everything, and you're talking about the creator of everything. So that is God. It's the God of the gaps fallacy. So in conclusion, from my deist perspective, that does not take away from any religion or faith or anything like that. It's not an attack on anyone's, but what it does is it gives me tangible evidence of the attributes of the religious deities existing in actual reality. And